don't touch me.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and that play gets nothing. So no gain on the game's first snap. We'll try again. It's second and 10. They'll stick with him again. And a good run there. Finds the lane, gets forward. Got 8 yards and sets up a much more manageable 3rd and 2.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Play action. Tagovailoa. A throw, left side, blocked by Andrews. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. Good blocking, and he's in. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. His 6th touchdown now for the season. The extra point is good. And the Jets will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Jets have got it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Tua. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Jets. Extra point attempt to come here. He's got it. And the Jets will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's McCarthy. They'll try to set up the screen here. At least close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head. Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. 1st down and more to the 45. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a 1st down.
We've seen 3rd down really turn into a pass-happy down throughout the league, and I think this is an example of the play caller kind of using that to his advantage. Keep the defense off guard, keeps the ball on the ground, extend this possession.
He'll go right and find his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now a give on the ground. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To throw is oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The big fella, Quinn Williams, forcing his way in for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. It is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. This throw right side is caught by Hill. 11 yards on the connection there. It'll be a Vikings first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Now think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now it's Tua. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
On the move, past the 40. Down the right sideline. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Throwing again, it's Tua. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Tyler Scott, touchdown, New York. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets move out to a 21-3 advantage.
Vikings 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's McCarthy. A quick slant caught by Hill. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Going up top and looking for Andrews. And he will dive into the end zone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Jets. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
Second down and 8. Now McCarthy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
To the air on third down is McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball. Two and out on first down. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
On first down, Tagovailoa. This pass is caught by Scott. And he's out of bounds in great shape down at the 15-yard line. So 31 yards on this play. A second big one in a row and another first down. Now Tua. A throw complete to Scott. And he's into the end zone. Tyler Scott, touchdown, New York. That his second touchdown tonight. Now the try here for the point after. The kick is good. And the Jets will add one more onto their big lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
And he's going to be close to a first down, up to the 34.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
He's going to have a Vikings first down. He's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. He'll air it out down the middle. He's got it! And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota. now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. He's got it. The Vikings cut into the lead a little bit. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Now a first down throw for Tua. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. From the gun, here's Tua. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is brought in. And he will score. Touchdown, Jets. Now, the extra point. His kick is good. And the Jets stretch things out even further. The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. This is a short kick, returnable from the 13. Whoa! And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Jets 42, Vikings 10.
Hi, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Now return coming from the 7. Whoa. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. So they come to the line for first down and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly 1 play to get our answer.
On first and 10, here's Tua. Quick throw, taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. He'll come up now for second down and 4. Here's Tagovailoa. The open man is Wilson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
All right, Mike, now it's getting to the point where it's almost becoming borderline disrespectful. I mean, despite having this big lead here in the second half, they continue to take shots downfield. They are not content with just running this clock out and shaking hands and going off with a win. Truth be told, I think they're trying to embarrass him, and they're doing a pretty good job at it.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Tua to throw again. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. To the air again, Tagovailoa. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
They put Wilson in motion. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line. In motion comes Andrews. Now, Tagovailoa on 3rd and goal. And he's into the end zone yet again. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, New York. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. Again, it's Tua. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. That's caught right side, it's Franklin. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
Throwing again is McCarthy. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start. The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. That one incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And this ball incomplete on third down.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills. And you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
On first down, here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Shotgun snap, and a give to Hall. Down the sideline to the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Breece Hall. Touchdown, New York. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
And the good kick pays off. He'll only be able to take this past the 10-yard line. On first and 10, it's McCarthy. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
He's going to take a shot down the field. It's intercepted. He tried to take on Sauce, and Gardner took it away. And the Jets will have great field position right around midfield.
I'm a big fan, Mike, of quarterbacks willing to take chances. I don't want my guys sitting there scared to throw the ball downfield. But as always, it does come with a little bit of balance. He tried to get that one all in one throw and just doesn't get quite enough pace on it, and it ends up going the other way.
Two and out on first down. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. You just saw a great example of it here.
First down throw there is incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
In motion comes Andrews. Here's two and out on second down. All alone is the tight end, Andrews. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing again, it's Tua. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Throwing is Tua. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. The extra point, up and good. And the Jets add on to their already sizable lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you. They're going to be back up now to start this drive. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. This throw right side is caught by Hill.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
He's going to have a Vikings 1st down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
What can I say, Mike? Good things happen when you get the ball to your tight end, but in all seriousness, think about what this guy has to handle in the passing game. Not only to be the possession guy, convert 1st downs underneath, but then have the ability to be the matchup to get downfield and be vertical in the passing game. There's not a lot of tight ends around the league that can do both, and when you have them, I don't blame the quarterback for looking his way.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Vikings. Reichert now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Vikings will get just a bit closer. And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. They'll try to get it back with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. Now, he'll air one out. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. The PAT, up and good. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Going to return this from the 10. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
46-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Now McCarthy. To the left side, into the hands of Franklin. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
McCarthy gonna look to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. That is brought in. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Reichard good with the extra point. The Vikings cut into the lead a little bit. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. Past midfield.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
On 1st and 10, here's Tua. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
First down, New York.
On first down, Tagovailoa. A hit, and he has lost the football. The Vikings have got him. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought. Knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
That's three. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Vikings have got it.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked up by Sauce Gardner.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
There's that man again. Another catch. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Think back to what they told us during the week, Mike. They said this primetime platform, this is a tremendous opportunity for us to show the entire league and put them on notice. And boy, after this performance, boy, have they ever.
So this one, a win for the visiting Jets. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With